I'm going to wait for a moment because I don't know that anybody's on yet. Okay. Ah. This one is just being a mess. So I want to ask the question to everybody. How do you guys do it? Okay, thank you for letting me know. Awesome. I don't know why I'm having problems when I do the live the first time. I am not always getting volume. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it is sad. I'm like, I don't know. I got to figure out what's going on. Okay, what is the question? I will do it here so that you can see what it is. I'm not going to today. Hold on, let me there. Thank you for pinning that, Nordic Luna. I was going to. Hi, Gladys. I know you're on a lot of my lives. But if anybody is on the cord, you're welcome, Danelle, because I'm just and that is another good thing. And what I was going to say is, so one of the things about setting your values is that sometimes when I was, one of the things that I, in the last probably 6 to 9 months, learned, and it's a hard thing for me to not do. I have always gone out. Okay, I was going to say, it's bad. I restarted, Lolly. And so you can hear now. But what I was going to say is, one of the things that I learned, and I used to do this, especially when I was creating items for live events, and that was that I would go out and look at similar things and make sure I was within the, like, not taking myself out of the market per se. And someone said, you don't want to do that. And I'm like, why? I want to thank you for the heart me. I want to make sure I'm in there. And I haven't done it as much in the last 6 to 8 months after reading it. And it's just about, you know, your worth is what it came down to. Have confidence in yourself and what you're making. You know, we all kind of know where the value points are at. And so just have yourself be confidence in yourself when you're creating and what the value is. And that will help out a lot. Don't second guess yourself. We can always adjust values. But don't do it like instinct, you know, like right away. Right away after, you know, like in the same event. Yeah, and we're not worth, I can tell you. Hi there, Joya. When I said, this is the one thing I learned really, really well, is that you have to know your worth that is a true worth. So like for me, yay, we got to 100 or 10K already. So for me personally, you know, I had a full-time corporate job, I knew what my hourly rate was. I was an exempt level employee, so I was paid by an annual salary, but you can take it and put it down to an hourly rate. My hourly rate for that job isn't the same as what my hourly rate would be doing this job. And that's the thing that we need to make sure when I say you need to pay the going rate, you need to be, you have to be really truthful about it, because you have to think about, we're not being paid like that example of $100 an hour. I didn't make $100 an hour in my corporate job either, but my corporate job salary was higher than what the level of what I'm doing here. You really have to think about what is the level of the job that you are doing and what is the going rate in your area for that job. The rate that I would pay myself here in South Dakota will be different than it would be in like a different state. Like California would be different, or New York would be different. Even next door in Minnesota is different. So you have to know, for where you are at, what is the rate? And think about it from that aspect. Yes, we are creating. Yes, we need to include our time for when we're sitting in the events, if it's a live event, or our time here for prepping for a live that we're going to do on social media, and the time that it took us to package and all that. Yes. And that's the thing. And that's why I said, when I said my example, above minimum wage is going to be $20. You want to be above minimum wage. You have to be able to make a living off of it if that is what you're doing. And if you're going to set yourself a rate. And that's the thing that we got to be honest about. Yeah. And so in every state will be different. And just like Joy is talking about, the where they're at is in Kentucky, where she's talking about, it is a different animal there than it is here. One of the things, we were just talking about this last night at the meeting that I was at before I went live, about how where we actually live at in the United States, we are in a bubble. And there's no other way to put it, that things in a recession, our bubble is better than a lot of other areas. It doesn't mean it doesn't affect us, but it doesn't affect us as much as other areas. And so that's why I say we all have to know our area and know the demographics of where we're at. And we have to be realistic and not undersell ourselves, but not oversell ourselves. Does that make sense to everybody? And it also, you have to, if you are using, and I'm just going to give these as examples. If you were using sterling silver to create your jewelry, that's at a different price point than if you used stainless steel. Oh, there you got it, Lolly. And then it's at a different price point if you use plated metals. So you need to know what market you're going to be, doing your products in. So that's where, oh yes, I did forget about it. So thank you. Oh, I got it now. Thank you for reminding me. I got to think of a color, everybody. Let's see. I'm going to do this one. Okay. Go ahead. I'm back on my main account, so I can play the game with it in there. So go ahead and put in colors in the chat, everybody. And you can do it over there on here on the tube. I just read yours, Ashley. Oh, I love it. I'm going to give you a clue. It is a food again. I'm doing another food. And someone got it. Let's see. Geraldine, you are the winner. You will get 5 creative credits, and I'll just message you the code again. So congratulations. Oh, somebody else got it. Radessa? Is that how you pronounce it? She also got it, but Geraldine was first by a few seconds. The color was grape, everybody. Grape was our color. Oh, good. I said it right. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. So that's what I want to make sure. And if we get to 20K, we'll do another one. All right, everybody? So we need to think about, you never picked that color. Oh no, Joya. So we need to think about what is going on. And I will tell you that when, okay. Lolly, I'm like, when I think grapes, I think this purple color. In all honesty. Thank you, Rainy Day Girl, for the follow. I appreciate that. And when I would do in-person shows, I will tell you guys, I would even go so far as verifying what was the economy like in that area. And when I talk about that, I'm going to give you an example of what. So like I said, I'm in South Dakota. I live in the eastern side of the state. There are some pretty big events here that happen in the summer. One of them is the Brookings Arts Festival that happens the second weekend in July. I believe it's the third weekend of August is Riverboat Days, and that is in Yankton. And then the first Saturday of September is Sidewalk Arts Festival in Sioux Falls. And remember I said where I live at, which is close to Sioux Falls, that is the bubble that I'm talking about. If you would go, thank you. If you go an hour north, that's about how far Brookings is, or go maybe an hour and 15 both ways, north and south. Brookings is north, Yankton is south, okay? You will get into different economic areas. So for a while, back when we had, and I'm going back to the 2008 and 9 recession time, Sioux Falls did not hit that bubble. And hold on. Thank you. And so Sidewalk Arts Festival, I never had a decrease in the amount for those. In Brookings, there was a bit of a decrease there, but not as much as Yankton. I ended up stop doing shows in the Yankton area because of the economy there. So it's not even just about pricing our items that we're talking about, but what we're also talking about here is knowing what type of an economy you're going to go. Oh, yep. I was just like, yeah, that was not a good one. And so, and that is where we need to like think about when we're going to do shows even. And I know that sounds weird because we want to get all over. We want to have our products seen in other areas, and we hit 20K. But we also need to think about that. Even if we're pricing it, you need to think about that too. All right, 20K giveaway. Let's do, I'm trying to think of a color. Thank you for that, heart me. Let's do, this is a 2-word color. So 2 words for the name of this color, okay? I didn't do one that started with A yet. Now I have to sit here and think. And I'll give you a clue right away. It doesn't have green in it. I picked a color that's not green, guys and gals. He needs part of it. He's got a curly Q. My favorite color is sage green, and I love greens. Gonna give you another clue. I almost did that one, Lolly. The second word is a name. But it's not tired, and it is not old. But it needs pledge. Let's see if we can get it. Ah, nobody got it. Dusty Rose. All right, I'm going to do an easy one as soon as I can get this in that hole of this bead. There we go. I have been... I thought it was a funny one. I'm going to laugh. Sorry. We're going to do an easy one. Okay. Go, everybody. Not maroon. I was like, who is... All right, let's see who got it. Trisha L., you are the winner. Congratulations. She guessed orange, everybody. So that was there. We'll do another 30K if we get it, because we still have about a half an hour. Now, these nights are for you guys to ask all types of questions. So if you have questions about stuff, congratulations, you did it. I'm excited for you. Nope, it didn't. Yay! Hey, today is your birthday, isn't it? Now that you said that, I'm like, today is it. So what other kind of questions do you have? Because I got that one in a message or an email about pricing. Hi, Lele. Joyce's was a week ago, and today is Trisha's. And it's funny, and then she puts it in there. I'm like, I remembered. Ah, fossilized wood. That's a good one. And one thing I will let you all know, someone asked me if items that I am getting here for our events, how those are going. One thing I noticed in the last week, natural items are going up, just to let you know. Oh, that is a good yummy cake, Lulu. That kind of cake I might like for my birthday. Ah, yeah, and so I just want to let you know that's one thing that I have seen. And I mean, we're not talking just a little bit. It's a lot in my mind. Hello, Cheyenne. So I just wanted to let you know, so nobody's in a sticker shock when I get some more in, okay? Just wanted to let you know. Yeah, I know it stinks. Oh, I bet you she was excited. Is she in preschool then, or? Because like here we can't start kindergarten until you're 5. Pre-K. Oh, fun times. Okay. You're seeing that in other places too. So it's not just, I just wanted to be totally transparent with everybody. The, oh, she is. So then, that I wouldn't know. Oh, wow. I'm just like, I have not had a family member that is blind. And I'm like, okay, I want to ask so many questions. Jesse's, oh, I didn't know that. I haven't seen Jessie on here in a while. Is she doing good? Okay. That's why she hasn't been on. I was like thinking about her. There's a few people that I've noticed that I'm like, okay. And I know a lot of you might not know. There was a lady, Ru- Ruby. She has not been on for a while. I haven't seen Valentine on like a while. Jesse, I was like, we haven't seen Rainbow. Hi, Oreo. And stuff. And so that's why I was like, is everybody just busy, busy, busy? Lori, she she does message me, so I do, stay in contact with her. Oh, she has been? I haven't seen any of her lives. Okay, thank you. That'd be great. I'm almost done with one of the colors. Ah, that would have been cool. We need to go to the zoo this year. We did not go last year, and Buttercup loves the zoo. I didn't take her. She was eating the carrots. She really loves carrots. Okay, we're going to cut this end off. But what I was going to say about glass beads, I didn't finish it, sorry. Glass beads are not going up as much as the other stuff. So I just want to let you know. Yep, April 4th. It was announced today. So I can finally talk about it because I wanted to let Zuli know. There are 3. There are 3 vendors that Zuli is going to have on her live, and we will be doing different items for you guys. So I will go first it's 11 Eastern, because she does times in Eastern, but it's 10 my time to noon. And then at 12:15 my time, Central Time, to 2:15. Well, happy birthday, Hunter. Is going to be Vicky. She is the, oh Lord, Eagle Designs by Sour Rose. And then at 2:30 Central to 4:30 Central will be Sissy. Now I got to think. What is Sissy's TikTok? Why can't I think of Sissy's TikTok all of a sudden? And she will be live. We've done these in the past on Zuli's. And it is where you will, do your thing with each person, and we'll explain how we each do it. We all do it differently. And I think to make sure that we don't get any of the V's or R's, Sissy's Treasure Box. That is it. Thank you. I'm like, there's more to it than just Sissy. And I'm like sitting here drawing a blank. And we'll explain each way, but I think I'm going to do the claiming and then send it out to you all on that one, just because I do not want anything to happen to Zuli's account, okay? So that is what we'll probably end up doing. So we'll have baskets probably for that one. And I want to bring new items. So that's what we'll be doing. And that is on April 4th. It is the Saturday before Easter. So it's like in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. am not getting that one cut apart. So we're going to do this. So that's what we'll have there. I'm excited for that one. What other questions do you guys have on your brains tonight? Please ask. We've had, excuse me, some good conversation so far. We got the blues separated. So we're going to have that one on Friday. I'm excited. It's shades of blue. Now I'm working on, got to find the tops, these. Oh, dear Lord. These are wrapped into each other. This one is blue and green, but we have one strand wrapped around another strand that are on two different sections. So I'm trying to figure out where is his bottom. Yeah, those are really cool. There. See what we can do to get these apart. There we go. That would be a big bag. There we go. I got them apart finally. Oh. I had 3 colors going in tonight that I need to get ready for Friday. And I got one of the 3 done. I'm still working on tomorrow's 2 o'clock. And that is a silicone event. What I'm working on, just to let y'all know, I am working on getting pictures out there for all of the silicone items on the studio. 0. 0. And hi, Nikki. How are you? Thank you. And we're having some fun over there. That's all I have to say is there's fun things. Hey, we did not do 30 either, Rose. It's a wild night. It's a wild one. All right, gonna grab 2 of them so we can do 2 tonight. Oh, I knew what you meant when you did the L. It's right next to K. Okay, we got to come up with the color. I'm like, they're coming out of the woodwork. All right, there's a color for y'all for the 30K. Yep, that's what I was thinking. And there has been all night, there's been up and down on the numbers over there. But there have been people that are kind too. So that's why I don't want to turn comments off, is because there's kind people out here. It's been a roller coaster of good and not good. That's what I will say. This one is another, it's a food that can be a drink. A food that can be a drink. And yes, I do too. I enjoy the kind ones. And I think of Ocean Spray. Well, he was in there and then he popped out. Somebody got it with that. I'm trying to get this one in. There we go. Let's see. 3 people got it. First was Rainy Day Girl. All right. And then Lulu and Rose. All right. I am going to follow you, Rainy Day Girl, if that's okay, so that I can get you your code. The code is used to the studio. It is our code word for what we call what a spider makes, and that you can use towards whatever you would like out there, okay? So I will get that to you after the live. I'll just send it in a message to you. All right, so that word was cranberry. Now, second, this is the 40K, so we're doing 2 in a row again. And this one, let's do what one do we want to do? All right, we're doing this color. All it takes is one. You're very welcome. There we go. And I don't know that I've ever used this one before, this word, this color. I'll give you a clue. It is a birthstone. Think November. Someone got it. Let's see. Rose did at the end. It was topaz. So I'll get you yours, Rose. Congratulations. Woohoo. We still have a few more minutes. We're at almost 43. If we can get to twice in one day, everybody. If we can get 50K in both of our lives today, I will be excited. It's all it takes is one. Your birthstone, Ashley. That's my dad's, too. My mom and my sister are peridot for August. I'm amethyst. The other night, I learned the other night what I call bigger seed beads are actually like a 2 to 4 millimeter and need a sizer. Seed beads come in all sizes. That's why I do not carry them. That would be really difficult. Can I tell you, I don't know if you can get them there anymore. Do you have a Northern Tools in your area, Ashley? Or not Ashley, Nordic Luna? I know you can probably get them on the Zon too. The reason why I say that is that I got this one, which is just not a digital one, for like not even $2. But then I wanted one that was digital. So I spent like, I said the D word, this one. And it is a digital one. And he was like 10. But he has to have batteries. And let me tell you, there's Harbor Freight too. You can go there too and get them. First, okay, so this is what I will tell you. Stretch bracelets. I do mine in 6 and 8 millimeters because I am not a big large bead person. I don't wear larger beads. Yep, you can get them there too. Some people like them as 10 millimeters because they just like bigger beads. Right now, for the summer of this year, the bracelets, you know, when you stack them, are usually going to be the 6 millimeter, and sometimes they're even doing 4, but not very often. Necklaces, if you're doing them in the stacked, are using the 4 right now. So I hope that helps you out. Sometimes it's about preference, and sometimes it's about what's in style for the season. Do you know how long it has been since I've been in there? It's probably been over a year. Yeah, no higher than 10. Well, hello from I hope you're enjoying Brazil. I'm in the US, in the state of South Dakota, which is not very commonly known. Yep, that's what I think too. Oh, see, I don't have I don't know why. I just am not, I have not been huge there. I went there because in our town, now that we had a tornado go through, and it took out our Joann's for over a year. And I went there during that time frame, but that was years ago. And even now with not having Joann's, I just don't go in town anymore. And I think it's because I can go shopping in my own house. So yeah, I don't go in there very often. I'm having a hard time getting the last 5 of these apart. It's a really tight. Not on this one. Well, when you come in sometime, we have to meet up. There is now I got to think about it. There is Ashley lives, I will say, probably about 2 hours away, hour 45, 2 hours. Um I just figured out another person lives about 2 hours away, and she's newer here. And then there is somebody that's like 2.5 hours away. So we're getting more people around here. No, it's not that far. And Sally, she moved. She was actually closer. Now she's further away. But she was like 2 hours away too. For the love of Pete, I'm going to the other 10. That's why I was like, if Ashley would, we could meet up sometime. I need to go to, Val and I were just talking about it. Buttercup and I need to go out there to the East Coast. We would go to New York because Val decided to stay in New York for a little bit. They like their job, so they're going to stay in New York. Yep. And so they live an hour outside of Syracuse. Yeah. So we would take and go on a plane to Syracuse is where we'd go and then get picked up. Yeah, nope. Not Pittsburgh. We would go to New York. Yep, Rose is in New York too. I think Rose is about 2 hours away. If I'm from Val. And I found out near Buffalo, New York, which is a ways away from where they're at. It's like 2.5, 3 hours away. But there is a and I don't know if it's a craft store or if it's just a bead store that's huge there. And I was like, oh, I want to go there. And I was telling Val, and Val's like, I'll take you there. It would like be a day trip to go to this bead store in New York. So yeah. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it now. It's it's a name, not like, it's not like Michael's, but it's like John's or something like that. And I can't remember the name of it. And it's just outside of New York. I want to go there. But they had a lot of seed beads, which I don't use a lot of seed beads. Ooh, yeah. See, I've never been to an AC Moore. We got to 50K. Woohoo. Hold on. I'll do it in just a second. I got another one loose here. For the love of Pete, these are not going in as easy as they did the other night. There we go. No, there is, hi Sandra, there is one in Canada, but there is also one with the same company in just outside of Buffalo in New York. But they have one in Canada and one in Buffalo. Just outside, it's a suburb of Buffalo. At least that's what I would call it. Oh, it's morning for you, Sandra. Where are you at? I'm in the United States, so it's 9 o'clock here. You got to tell me, where are you at? Let's do, all right. Do a color. In the UK, well, welcome in from the UK. We're getting all over today. I'm excited over here on these are the excitement part of the tube. Whoops, I got to do the puzzle piece. Real quick. Whoops, I got to try it again. I didn't get it. Hi. We got someone from Canada here. Welcome in. Jay Leafs, welcome in. We've had all over. I'm excited. I'm going to give you guys a clue for the color. It is a food. I do all kinds of things about jewelry. I would love, we're not that far from Canada. I'm in South Dakota in the middle of the United States. And it's like North Dakota, South Dakota. And it starts with the letter that Joya was talking about. It's a food that starts with the letter A. And I was going to say Rainy Day Girl got it. Let me see if someone else can get it, because we do one per show. We'll let you have it since you're new. We'll give you another one. Okay? I'm going to do that because you are new today. So I want to say welcome in. So it was apricot, everybody. There we go. Eee. So we do all kinds of things here. We do tutorials and we do chats on both TikTok and the Tube. We do the events where you can get items that you see on the tutorials and other things so that you can create jewelry. We do those live on TikTok, and I'm trying to do it sometimes live and sometimes in videos over on the Tube so that you guys can see what we're doing here. It is a fun place to be. And so tonight we did a chat. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. on TikTok, we're going to do a silicone event where we're going to have the 15 millimeter solid silicone beads. And I'll show you all different kinds of colors. And you can go out to our studio and you can put them in your buggy and do that. We do Friday night at 7 p.m. We're going to have what we call a bead debut. It's new items or things that are returning to the studio. And we bring in items there that you can see. They will be pendants, they can be chains, they can be findings, it can be different items that you can string with. We'll have glass beads, natural beads, acrylic beads, resin beads. We also have high-end Gorgonia beads is what we call them. It's a high-end resin. And we will have those also. We just have all kinds of items for you to be able to create jewelry with. Our whole entire It's all about jewelry and just having fun. Chat nights is where you guys can ask questions and we can answer those. And then always, all of our lives are recorded on the tube so you can watch them on a replay if I've been on the tube. So all of our chats and all of our tutorials are out there. They're just underneath the live area if you want to go watch them. The name for both TikTok and the tube are the same. It's CarolJo's LLC. So you can go ahead and subscribe or follow on either or and just have fun with us here. And that's what it's all about. I try to keep my lives usually around an hour. Most days I go live twice a day. Sometimes I don't. Tomorrow is normally what we call our family night, where we go out, my husband, I, and then we have our granddaughter, and her name's Buttercup, and we go out for family night. Tomorrow night she has a concert. So we did family night before tonight's live. So we went bowling before the live, everybody. So, yep, that was what we did tonight. And tomorrow night we will be at our concert. So there will not be a live tomorrow night. I always post the schedule and try to pin it on TikTok so that you guys can see it. And I do that on Sunday for the week. So yeah, so that was what we did tonight. We went bowling. We went and had supper. They have this place near us where they have arcade games, axe throwing, bowling, and a little restaurant. So we went and ate supper there, and then we went bowling. And that's what we did. So that's everything. Every time we do something different for family night. So, but it is our one night that I do take off so that we can have just time for us. But it's all put out there. I've done the axe throwing with when I had that corporate job. We went and did that, and it is not easy, but I finally figured out it is a thing about your wrist and how you do it with your wrist. And it was fun. We did escape rooms with my work, and we did axe throwing. So kind of fun. All right, but I am going to hop off, and I am going to, you can do it. I do not have a great wrist. It's a technique with it, is what I will say, because you have to throw it a certain way. But I'm going to hop off. I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central. And if you guys want to join us, please join. Yep, you hop too. Yep, there is a thing that and that's why you saw me going, because it is funny. It is hilarious. I loved it. So, yep. So that's what, I know I live in the small town in the Midwest, but we got lots of fun things to do here. We don't have a lot of huge concerts, but we have a lot of little other things that are fun. So I hope you all have a great night or great day to those of you across the ocean. Guess what? It's all about having fun here, Sandra. So I hope you can come back. We're usually live at what would be 8 p.m. our time. So an hour ahead of where we're at for your time now. We go live on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And then Friday, we go in at 7. So an hour even earlier than that. So those are my 4 nights that I usually go live at night. And then I do it during the day. But you're probably going to be sleeping then. So I hope you all have a great rest of your night or day. And we will see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.